Oh, I was getting worried there for a second. It seemed like the logo was taking a while. The text looked funny. Is it in the sense of, like, kind of grainy? Because I admit that the resolution is not, like, always the best on my capture. So sometimes stuff looks a little bit funky. It's okay, as long as it doesn't start, like, absolutely choking out during the cutscenes, like some parts of FF9 were. Oh, boy. Oh, those FF9 streams were a little scuffed at times. And I'm not just talking about my play, which was also really bad. Oh, boy. Personally, I would just blame the old PS2 on that.
Facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal
Sorry.
facility by sub.
Don't say that, Snake.
A one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
I appreciate that they tell us in the subtitles what some of these abbreviations mean. I still don't know what the fuck the DARPA is, but I could probably look that up.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus.
Okay, yeah,
Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman.
I didn't remember offhand the, like, actual abbreviation.
Specialist in interrogation.
Just a real government.
Formidable gunfighter.
What, is Donald Anderson his real name? It's not Donald Anderson and hasn't been. That'd be weird.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Oh shit, are we playing Mega Man X? Look at those names. the R&D of the Defense Department. Thank you. Thank you. I'm an idiot, so I do not remember anything about that.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This is a top secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Well, Tev, all the Mega Man X Mavericks were named sort of like a feature and then an animal name. Like, for example, Metal Shark Player and... Sorry! No, I did it again! Ow! I just think of Mega Man X and immediately I mentioned Metal Shark Player. It's like a brain disease. Hello, yes, I figured that. I apologize for not calling attention to you. Neo, no, I'm bad at name pronunciation too. I'm bad at everything. Don't look at me. I'm even bad at not making my voice sound like my I'm bad at doing a voice that fits with my gender identity as opposed to my assigned at birth thing. Oh, it's D-pad for the menus. Whoops. Whoopsie! I get very self-conscious about everything. Okay, thank you. Now, thank you for coming in. I appreciate any time I get new viewers. Makes me very, very happy. Because otherwise I have, like, almost no audience. Let's go ahead and start into things. Oh, right, it probably wants me to press circle for that. I'm going to do this on the standard difficulty, and hopefully I won't be too awful. I last played this. I last played this in what I believe is the early 2010s. Tev, Epionics, may be able to know that offhand. We've been friends for over 15 years. So he will remember, first of all, the time that I had the misapprehension of Solid Snake's actual, like, non-code name, his real name being David Hayter, because of how they had positioned this in the credits or anything, and not realizing, oh, that's referencing the fact that his actor is named David Hayter. Canonically, Solid Snake's actual first name is David. His surname is not... His full name is not David Hayter, as far as I know. David Hayter is... David Hayter, of course, from Gundam 0080. I'm sure that that is the reference point that anybody has for that name, right?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay. I'm ready to go.
Bone conduction headphones. Type in the codec frequency. I know, right? And you had to use a keyboard for it. Now, hold up. Does this do analog control? I actually don't recall. Hey, Yoji Shinkawa. Okay, yes, I can actually turn on analog. Excellent. I adore the art of Yoji Shinkawa. Very, very good. If you've never seen any of the art that was used for any of the characters from Metal Gear Solid, I would encourage all of you to have a look for that. Sir, I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk here.
You have to crawl to get through there.
Oh, well, thank you for
Crouch down by
sending me the
pressing
tutorial.
crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though. Crawling is slow and you can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again.
I also, before we delve into that too much, I want to put in a link here of some special interest BS, because, yeah, Yoji Shinkawa illustrated special printings of 5 Magic the Gathering cards. There's 6 results there, but one of them is just an art card for one of them. And they are very, very cool. I don't play Magic anymore, and I just want to say that, oh, I wish they were not so expensive, because I wouldn't be able to justify them even if I did play Magic. I mean, they basically gave him, like, the best choices possible for cards, too, that... God, I don't want to talk too positively about Secret Lair, because I have a strong dislike of that type of revenue enhancement device. But some of the older ones were so good. Oh. Yeah, the Tezzeret the Seeker there is very nice.
You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
The Phyrexian Metamorph is another good choice for him, I think. I mean, in general, give any of the Phyrexians, like, he definitely does that style of thing very, very well. And I'm being a dullard right now and forgetting if I have properly activated this or not. Don't get too close to the wall, otherwise you do that, which is not necessarily bad. It's just it would make pressing a button a little bit inconvenient if there was a button to be pressed. I'm going to hazard a guess, actually. Instead of goofing off around there... Oh, geez. I was going to say, I am going to take a quick guess that if I am too close to that, there's going to be somebody who's going to come out and is going to try to kick our asses. And unfortunately, I literally just walked right around the corner at the guy who is going to... This is going to take me a couple of minutes, because I haven't... Remember, I haven't played this game in, like, over 10 years.
Snake! Snake!
I got distracted thinking about Tezzeret's weird skeleton arm. That's all. His, like, weird metal bones. Arm bones. Oh, I see an item down there. Let me go pick that up. As we just walk on the bottom of the water. The snake doesn't swim. He's got permanent iron boots on or something. Yeah, expect some very embarrassing gameplay here. I'm not great at stealth. I'm sure that anybody who saw when I was playing any other stealth game, because I did play one recently, will know that I'm pretty bad at it. Oh. That guy's onto me now. He heard me making a noise.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take.
Alright, so I think I'm going to have to just... I think it's going to come down on its... Shit! I was really hoping that guy was, like... no longer interested anymore, but... Unfortunately... not so much the case. This is a very... good game in terms of... telling you where your enemies are facing and, like, giving you a very good apprehension of, okay, is this or is this not safe in terms of ranges or anything? Because you just look up in the top right corner there and you see your Soliton radar. Soliton? Soliton? I've always pronounced that word Soliton, but I think it's actually pronounced Soliton. But, I digress. We've already probably established I'm not good at pronunciation. Alright. Say, can we go a little bit slower? No, we don't want to crawl. That's too slow. Oh, shit. Yeah, see, I knew there was another guy here. Had to be. Alright, drop in the water. They'll never suspect me of... being willing to moisten myself. Oh, I thought I had those... Oh, right. Pardon me. Rations are and stuff are on the left side, not the right side. Okay, it's Soliton. All right. Just making sure because... yeah, so, funny story. I did not learn that word from this game. I did, however, learn it from something else that we've already mentioned in this stream, so... it keeps happening indeed. On multiple levels here. Oh. Dad? Yeah, there was a... creature in a magic... Oh my god, I just realized that the thing I was about to mention, 15 plus years old. Basically, yeah, a Magic the Gathering card that was named Soliton. It was a weird little robot creature that you only saw in limited formats when you just did not have a lot of options. Anyway, yeah, fun little story. And now that I have successfully not fucked up getting to the elevator this time, although I was sure it was close... It's some sort of electronic element. I forget exactly what it is, a soliton particularly in the real world, but it is a real term, so it's not quite weird synchronicity or intentional inspiration. But I don't feel like looking it up right now either. It does kind of make me think a little bit, though, about the codec. It operates by buzzing the bones inside of your ear. And I'm not completely sure how well that would work, but I mean, accusing Metal Gear Solid of realism might be a bit of a stretch.
Front of the disposal facility.
It's not necessarily with zero realism, but
It's been a while, but it's all coming back to me.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska.
you saw a Raycon ad that said it could...
I'm grateful.
See, the thing that I'm thinking about is, like, bone conduction headphones, which are a thing that exist. Every single... the one... It is literally one video that I've heard
Diversionary operation going.
about that is...
Took off from Galena and are headed your way.
It suggested that bone conduction headphones actually bleed like an absolute bastard. Despite what you would think is like, oh yeah, surely they can't hear your bones. It doesn't quite work like that. So I would have to assume that that is significantly more advanced than shit that we get as consumer-grade electronics nowadays. But yeah, it's just sort of like an accepted break from reality type of thing. And I mean, listen, Metal Gear, the point of Metal Gear isn't to be hyper-realistic. Because a lot of what it's grounded in as, like, the films in particular that it's borrowing heavily from in a lot of ways. Yeah, very easy to be like, oh yeah, Kojima, it's based on movies.
There are only 18
But listen,
hours left until their deadline. You've
the
got
point
to
is that a lot of its things that it's based on aren't terribly realistic either. So it's fine.
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She's
Yeah,
assigned to
exactly.
Tech, as
Shit
well as
Kojima thought was cool is very much the...
Contact her if you have any questions about
Well, that's every Kojima game, really. I've seen part of Police Knots. I've not seen the entire thing.
Nothing.
I watched part of the best friends playing it way back when they were actually playing it.
No, I'm
I may have to watch through it and again, or even play it myself. Goodness. Snatcher is very much like that. Death Stranding. I mean, Death Stranding is... Look at all the people that he gets involved with Death Stranding, and it's just like...
a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah,
The,
I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first,
it's absolutely a... Here's things that Kojima thought was cool.
the bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents...
And I can't lie, I respect that a little bit.
The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
Like, sure, at times you could say some things about it that, admittedly, maybe I'm being a little mean at times about it, but also,
A green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terror.
Kojima just kind of going,
That is.
hey, I have all these ideas and I'm gonna pile them into a game. I respect that quite a bit, and
But if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology.
and by all means, I think that there should be more space for folks to be able to create art like that, of any medium, but video games especially, because I am a person to whom that's,
Call if I'm feeling lonely.
you know, I enjoy video games more than a lot of the other stuff, I think. I'm not a big film watcher.
Contact me if you want me to record your current status.
But
My frequency
video games,
is
yes.
140.96.
I would love there to be more places for...
Data.
Yes, we need more freaks in creative positions is a good way to put it. I agree with that.
You're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well,
All right,
if
time
it makes
to-
back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Time to throw those rations around like bricks.
By the way, sorry to disappoint you. But
Very
I did
light
manage to
bricks.
smuggle out my smokes
How did you do that?
in my stomach, thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
Everyone is...
No.
Yeah, I mean... Again, I also kind of respect that quite a... Oh, okay, that's an automatic movement. I was like, whoa!
Get in.
Control stick, you okay? Yeah, I mean, it's...
Fastest way, but there's too much
That's very true of the entire series, but...
I can't just knock on the door.
I mean, this game is just immediately, like, opening with...
On the left and one on the right. There are
Wow, you mean Kojima liked James Bond movies? I never could have guessed. And actually, after having seen all of them, I think maybe on average, I'd say probably I agree with that.
What about the air duct near the door?
I should see if I can find a decently priced copy of The Living Daylights on VHS. That one was actually pretty high up on my list of ones that I liked. I don't know if that's considered a hot take anymore. Oh yeah, the Timothy Dalton ones are really good.
Counting on you, Snake.
But they absolutely are. I apologize, and not yet retro. But I am indeed not really approaching a lot of these walk-ups with the featheriest of touches. I could swear that there was a way to just, like, properly walk and you'd have quiet footsteps without just running. But remember, 15 years or so. There were only 2. Yeah, I know. I just sort of conjured more of them out of thin air, didn't I? And that yellow cone, that'll be a camera, I'm sure, judging by its movement. Whoop. That guy almost saw me better than I saw myself. That sneaking suit is working real good, but for the wrong guys. Hey, nice. Let's grab our pistol. However, this is not really a thing. We're not gonna be going into places guns blazing if we can avoid it. It's a stealth game, so the fights are not... You know, I don't want to say that fighting in this game is not great, but also... Let's be honest here, it's designed to be a little bit tougher on you. Because they want to encourage you to sneak around and do sneaky stuff. Are we safe here? Yeah, I was gonna say, because its vision is at an angle, right? We're not gonna be safe when we go pick up the stun grenades, yeah. And say stun grenades are probably more along the lines of something I'd want to have out just because of the fact that, again, we would like to try not to fight anything, but it would probably be helpful to have something that can get us out of a fight. Is this safe? There's a dude there. He's not on our radar. Oh. It might help if I actually, Oh yeah, that was my ration getting used automatically. Okay, right, it's square to do that. Oops. There I go, pressing 2 of them. I'm sorry, I didn't see the other one very well. Ah, my eyes! Where am I? That was... Whoa! It was a little bit stronger than I thought it would be. Yeah, so now we're... Hold up. He's down. Get out of there. Oh. That's the wrong out of there. Well, it's fine. We can take a reset on this. Whoopsie. Interesting that that dude's not on our radar, though. Maybe it's just because of the, like, overlap of the zones or something that they... I don't know. Anyway. Let's try being a little bit saner about this time. This is... Okay, yes, that is the location that we were at before. We kind of want those chaff grenades if we can get them. Remember, it's chaff grenade and not chafe grenade. Whoa! Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I was a little bit on in the edge there. Whoopsie. Go back to pretending that I'm not actually here. No, I didn't see which way he was going, so... I want to just sort of hang out in the corner here for a sec. The camera's taking a bit of a different route that time. I did not remember that, so... I mean, it's fair, but... It makes sense, but... Again, what a 15-year layoff will get you. And plus, I'm already a clumsy goofball here, so... Alright, we're good here. We got what we came for that stuff. And the chaff grenade. These are pretty helpful for certain areas in particular. Honestly, kind of helpful basically everywhere, because, wouldn't you know it, there's a lot of security cameras in this place. As you probably should imagine there would be. But there's obviously very specific locations where they're more helpful than others. 65, wow, that's a... I've been doing this for a while. Every once in a while I think about that and I just sort of get alarmed at my... Oh! Not the best bullet work anybody's ever seen here. Oh. I gotta switch off of that, huh? Yeah, no item. Okay, right, it's the circle button, actually. I'm getting a little bit scrambled here, that's all. Oh. And he returned to his positions pretty quickly there. Whoa, hey. Turn around. No, turn around better. There we go. Is that inside of the guy? That's... I didn't know clipping was a thing that really existed in this universe. You just clip inside of a guy. Okay. Why not? Oh. Yeah, sneak in here. That'll do it. That'll do it for us. We can sneak into the air duct. They don't know how to do this. For some reason. Ooh. Yes, this is about what you would expect out of a dark location in a PS1 game, really.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Oh, thank you. Probably. Ooh, this is... We can't really get a good view, but we can see that that's a very large room. And it is inside of the facility. We would like to get in there if we can.
Move the Dark Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah.
Had 3 people? I thought we only got one.
Stealth, too.
Stealth. There's an
Oh.
intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, because, oh boy, our stealth gameplay has been very, very not great. There was a PC version of this. I wonder if that... Because I don't want to be too rude about this, but the controls feel a little bit heavier than the sort of thing I'm used to anymore. It's because I've been playing too many games that are too recent. So I'm not necessarily as used to late 90s style anything anymore. Basically, I've never played the PC version. I wonder how it operates. Hold on a second. No, I'm not in a dead end. I just wasn't finding the right location here. And here's a drop point for us. Hey, Colonel, is it clear down there?
Action button to drop down.
Thank you, sir. As Snake is just trying to find where his buttons are on his controller that he has for some... I don't know. Ooh, yeah, we want to...
The elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there.
I was going to say elevator. That's not an elevator, but yeah, he's talking about something else. Yeah, we got to be careful around this. This is a security locked location here, right? Yeah, this one's a key card, and we don't have one yet. So, oh hell! Told you we wanted to be careful, and we didn't do that. Well, yeah, used to that music because we're gonna hear it a lot. I'm gonna restart with the same amount of health that I had before, aren't I? Yep. And he's here to tell me about the elevator again. Yep. Okay, no, that shadow wasn't... That's not a guy, that's an object of... Ah, it's chaff grenades. Okay. Well, if they're going to give us access to extras, you know what? Hell with it. Chuck one out there, and that... We'll do that. Unfortunately, that does also kill our radar, so you want to use those with great care. Especially if you're in an area where you have good cause to be concerned about the existence of enemies who might see you. But they are very good for disabling those cameras. Ooh, thermal goggles. Those will be very helpful. Ugh. Not right now, though. Take that off. It's a little bright. That's a little harsh. But I guess nice that it's not just in first person, right? You heard me. Crap. Okay. We gotta strategize around this a little better, because we done screwed up pretty bad earlier, so our amount of HP that we have is not very much. Yes, go look for an elevator. I get it. Oh, that was a fairly dangerous approach that we just did there. I feel we can get away without using our chaffs yet, so I'm going to take out the stun grenades for when we head to the lower floor. Go pick those back up. Again, I'm pretty sure those are... I believe those are... semi-necessary later on. Like, it's probably one of those things that you can technically do without them if you know where the thing you're looking for is. But I wouldn't advise it unless you are, like... unless you know the game very well, and... I think we've established how well I sit in that category. There is a vent over there. I don't know if that is... a place that we need to go into right now. I mean... They said they're going to spray for rats sometime soon, so I'm a little worried about that, but... find out as we go here. Otherwise, I don't think we can go much of anywhere without taking a vent right now. Okay, yeah, that one's graded off. So I'll have to go check the other one, because it did look a little bit like it might have been. Yeah. Called it. Whoa! I then proceeded to walk right into that. Whoops. That's my bad. Can I just eat my cigarettes for sustenance? That's totally how that works, right? Well, I guess the freight elevator would be in the back. It's just that my immediate assumption was we can't use it yet. Because of a lack of security clearance. Or, in this case, security key cards, really, you know. They're not going to just let us on the elevator, right? Oh, hey, you must be Solid Snake. Get on the elevator. Why not? It's a good way for these guys to get fired, or worse. Okay, these guys seem a little less sensitive to noise than they were in some of the other locations. Or maybe that's just so far they do. No, he's coming this way. Pillar. Turn left. Alright, what do you gotta tell me here?
Snake, use
in no time. That's a fast elevator compared to the other one. Well. Yeah, that's a pretty fast freight elevator, huh? Alright, now where's our control panel? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we want to go to the first floor of the basement. And I pressed X instead of circle. That's a pretty big I apologize, because that is a thing that's fairly standard in a lot of games, but I just sort of forgot. Because they do tend to switch that for the US market.
It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Oh, yeah, I see him there. Now, surely, if I go do this, nothing bad is going to happen to him, right? Ow. And say it's suspiciously quiet in here.
Snake, if you want to go up,
Okay, yeah, he's just telling me how to use a ladder.
Snake.
Oh. Relax, sir. Again, I'm having an idiot moment here. Sorry. Let's climb up the shaft here. Shaft. But I'm just talking about shaft. Wait. I might be getting slightly confused here. I don't need the help. That. Can't see super well in here. 1 second. Yeah, I was just pulling the manual out of the case. I have a version of this that is in a like PS2 style case, because my copy of Metal Gear Solid came in a set with MGS 2 and 3. It's rather unusual. It doesn't have any of the screenshots on the back of the case, which is relevant for the future. So I don't know where those screenshots are, because that is going to... Anybody who doesn't know, I will spoil it now. Sir, can you tell me what I'm looking for?
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is...
First person view. Right, okay, that makes sense. Although... Hold on. Oop. Wrong button. Oh, that's also the wrong button. Again, I told you I forgot. Oh, there we go. I just didn't see the texture very well. You don't like that you remember that? That's totally normal. Yes, it is extremely dark in here because, well, when PS1 games were dark, they got very... Yeah, that's a very good question. There we go. Okay. I was actually using it correctly.
Not yet.
When PS1 games would get dark, they would be very dark. Anybody who's ever seen footage of the one that I think of a lot is Nightmare Creatures. Anyway, to complete the story here, for anybody who's never played Metal Gear Solid, there is a part in the game later where you are advised to look at the back of the box to find a codec number, which was already mentioned in chat.
You're the DARPA chief,
And
right?
so, a very unusual thing to do on some level. The CD case, there you go. That's a better term for it. But, yes, there's no screenshots. There's no screenshots on the back of the case for mine. So, back in the day when I played this, I had to go look it up.
In that case,
And it feels really silly when you're doing something that the game just straight up tells you the answer to and you've got to look it up anyway.
Information about the terrorists.
the terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They
could launch a nuke.
How did they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information.
For CD, it's an in-game item. That's fair.
Conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon.
In the GameCube remake, it's the package. Gotcha. I've never played Twin Snakes, and I've heard mixed opinions about Twin Snakes.
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
I admit that I am increasingly not a huge fan of game remakes, period, but I think maybe part of that is due to the sheer amount of them that exist nowadays. And, you know, huge discussion about false nostalgia and all of that.
How did you know that?
But I have to give a big point in the favor of Twin Snakes existing just by virtue of, like,
Why else would I
yes, actually, the fact that
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
because Twin Snakes, of course, was made by the developers of Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem.
joint project?
Eternal Darkness is a game that I would say probably wouldn't exist as a video game if it weren't for something like Metal Gear Solid, being a game that sort of dealt very much in this idea of using the medium, using the unique aspects of the medium to any sort of end like that. Where Eternal Darkness...
Metal Gear Rex.
Sorry, I was just looking at my Switch. The coloration has gotten a little bit funny on the case. I wasn't sure if it was starting to have battery swelling. Anyway, Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem, we all, I think, probably know. There he is. Eternal Darkness is one of those games that I think we all kind of know deals very heavily in this idea of, like, messing with the player with all of the sanity effects that cause you to see the game behaving oddly. So I just think that it's one of those things where it's like, you know, Twin Snakes is very much a natural course of action for Silicon Knights as the follow-up to Eternal Darkness. Especially because I think Eternal Darkness actually did attract somewhat of an audience back then. Not huge or anything, obviously. Horror is one of those genres. It's a little bit kind of bumpy with a lot of that stuff, and especially back then. But comparatively, that people absolutely were looking at Eternal Darkness and being like, "That's so cool!" And to be fair, they were right about that. So yeah, I think it is this very interesting idea that, like, they immediately followed it on with going on to a Metal Gear project.
A matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password.
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Armstech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes.
Now, you might remember this a little bit better than I would. How much of the cast from the original was reused for Twin Snakes? Because I'm pretty sure at least part of it, obviously, David Hayter, Paul Eiding were there. A big part of why I'm asking that, again, is because... Now, it's not just... That's now NOW in this case, not referring to a person's name.
Do you know where they might be keeping
The 2000s, especially... All of them, okay. Because a lot of voice actors were retained between MGS1 and Eternal Darkness. Unsurprisingly, there was very much a crop of voice actors in a lot of early aughts, late 90s games who were very much the same. For example, Greg Eagles, who... Was this guy? Was this guy Greg Eagles? He probably was, because, you know, he's black. But, Greg Eagles was the voice of, again, another guy in Eternal Darkness. Greg Eagles was also the voice of Garcian Smith in Killer 7. And those, honestly, are kind of the big ones that I remember. That, to me, there's always, like, this cluster of, like, the MGS voice actors
Okay.
were just sort of this recurring crop of voice actors who showed up in like a bunch of video games in the era.
From your bosses or anyone?
On the other hand, there's also kind of like another couple of clusters of recurring voice actors that you see in various other games, because I also think about like James Arnold Taylor. James Arnold Taylor, of course, I don't think was in any of these games, but we all know James Arnold Taylor from being the voice of Tidus. He was the voice of Ratchet after the first Ratchet and Clank game. A couple other sort of instances like that. Cam Clark, the voice of everything since the late... Yeah, absolutely. Cam Clark, I think, is still like a major video game voice actor, and God, wasn't he in the first 3DS Fire Emblem game, if I'm remembering correctly? And to be quite frank with you, I don't remember too much offhand about other voice actors in any of the later Fire Emblem games. I'm probably going to look like a huge rube for admitting this, but I still haven't played Three Houses, and I bought a copy of that like 3 years ago.
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you
I'm just so bad at, like, he's an option for me. Gotcha, okay.
You've got to understand, this op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the...
Oh, there was somebody else I was going to say,
You're in charge of this op, but you
a
don't have complete
surprisingly recurring voice actor in video games who was in other, who was actually in... Clancy Brown is who I was thinking of. I don't think Clancy Brown was in, like, the hugest amount of video games, but he's definitely been in quite a few. Clancy Brown, of course, probably out of voice acting roles, first one that I think of for that is Dr. Cortex, obviously. Anyway, Donald Anderson has eaten it. I think that's actually Decoy Octopus, but that's a whole other story. We don't get to that for a while. We don't find that out for, like, a minute or two. Y'all got any more of them rations in here? Yep. Yeah, just wait for... What if we just fell backwards as the door opened like that? Oh, right, yes! He was... It was Detroit Become Human that Clancy Brown was the... I knew it was a David Cage game because there was this rather infamous bit in,
Liquid? No.
there was a rather infamous review that he gave where he talked about how much it absolutely sucked working with David Cage. Well, that is kind of helpful in a certain way because I also do not... Tab, shut up. I can't believe you're still mentioning that I made that mistake like 5 years ago. Yes, to underscore, I'm very bad at talking, and sometimes I will simply say the incorrect thing in this sort of like parapraxis kind of way. I one time accidentally called David Cage a piece of ass instead of a piece of shit. So now Epionics over there references it every time I mention David Cage. I'm so like mildly upset by that. Oh god, we're so gonna die here. Yeah, just immediately. I just wanted to scoop up those bullets. We're at 1 HPs and they haven't... They, unfortunately... I think one of those rations could probably have been placed further up instead of where it was. Oh goodness, am I gonna have to see the cutscene again? I probably am. Now we're gonna see some really funny business here for me being like, the only thing we're shooting is the absolutely. So yeah, I'm like quietly fascinated with David Cage and a lot of his games because they are so awful. I have actually, and I think Omicron the Nomad Soul might kind of be low-key like the worst video game that I've ever been made aware of. I kind of have been like quietly searching for various like merchandise or cheap copies of it if they ever crop up. It's a bad game, and Yes, the official. God, I wonder if I still have a picture of that somewhere. Omicron is such a game that hits a very bizarre note on like tons of levels for me, because other than just all of the obvious things about how bad of a game it is. Can I switch to my stun grenades here? They're not going to go off fast enough for that. This is a disaster. I wonder if I can just like bull rush them and start punching them in the dick, and if that'll work. But so a weird thing that's always kind of stuck to me with Omicron, among all of the other things of like, oh my god, you have David Bowie in a video game and you make him be this? Also, you're gonna focus it this heavily on, like, obviously I think part of the part that I'm about to say is because it was the newest David Bowie album, but it's like, man, your song selection here could use some fucking work. Okay, well, we managed to, like, just sort of... Oh, that didn't last long. But it seems like that might be a bit of a strategy to at least start off. Do that, go run for the bullets, and hope that we play well enough. There's a lot of hope involved there, because anybody who's ever seen me play anything that's not an RPG will know. Yeah, Heavy Rain is definitely, yeah. Heavy Rain is, on paper, probably the closest that David Cage has ever gotten to a good game, but that relies very heavily on the, oh my god, you need to be a writer who doesn't suck ass, and we are talking about David Cage here still. But on the other hand, I suppose that I do have to give a little bit of credit to David Cage, unfortunately, because that is still very much in the department of, like, some dude taking all the stuff that sounds cool to him and turning it into a video game. Unfortunately, it does also kind of suck shit, as we've made rather clear by this point. But it sort of occupies the same sort of place where it's like, okay, a thing that I was going to say on Tuesday, and then I kind of took a mulligan on that stream because, oh my god, I'm so bad at Armored Core 6. Actually, part of it is also just that I did look up a strategy for that boss that I was kind of getting filtered by, but I was a little bit bothered by the amount of, like, grinding for cash that I would have to do in order to keep that and all of my other parts. So, I also didn't want to subject anybody on stream to that, so, you know. Wow, you get to see the same mission 100 times. Cool. Anyway, so I said something on that stream that I see a lot of people on Blue Sky posting sort of the, a lot of posts about the idea of opposing this, you know, you'll get people who make fun of the author's thinly disguised fetish in works, and you've got a lot of people on Blue Sky who are, you know, have recently been saying, oh yeah, I don't agree with this framing very much because it's so sex negative. And I would say that I was subjected to something related to Azure Lane recently that I think that if you showed that to them, they would fucking melt and they would change their opinion pretty quickly. Because it was sort of like, are you okay kind of moment? And yeah, I think that a lot of those people do kind of sit in this position where it's like, okay, actually what I was talking about was like the witch from Dead Estate. Or things that appeal to my interests, kind of. In this case, I am not naming Cordelia from Dead Estate specifically because she appeals to my interest, even though, yes. But also just the fact of, like, because she's an actual character, which is very mean to say to any character from Azure Lane. Quite a few of them actually have concepts that would work, but I digress. I'm setting all of that aside for now. But it is kind of like a similar sort of idea in my head that, like, I can't say I want weirdos to make creative shit and then look over at David Cage being a weirdo making creative shit and say, but not like that.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
I gotta admit that as much as Omicron the Nomad Soul is, like, one of the worst video games I've ever played, and I have actually played Omicron, and there are a lot of things about it that make me very bothered, that get me quite booty blasted, that I do have to admit that it has a place where it should exist. I just don't have to play it, you know? Dear God, Fire Drake, is that a VG Cats reference? That made me feel incredibly old. How are you? So yeah, I am not defending Omicron, the Nomad Soul, as an actually good video game. I am... There is a Voltaire quote of, I may not agree with what you have to say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. It's not worded like that. I don't remember it because the last time that I heard about Voltaire, somebody was referring to the musician. But it is that sort of idea. I don't like Omicron. I don't want to play it again unless you guys get me to like 100 subs or something, in which case I will subject myself to something horrible for your amusement. But I must admit that I kind of have to defend its right to exist. Because if we can't agree on that, then how are we going to continue to exist in a world where we also have Hideo Kojima, right? And I am in such a bad shape here. How am I going to do this? Believe on hating on things accurate. There you go, yeah. And yeah, bad art is still art. You have every right to spend your time dunking him in the garbage for it. Abso-fucking-lutely. If that means... Oh god, I think that might be a line of self-destruction that I don't know I would easily cross. On the other hand, I mean, fair enough. Listen, as somebody who has played a shocking amount of Dota, League is a little bit of like, I don't think I can subject myself to that mentally. But also, man, League of Legends gets a lot of, like, non-game projects and weird other side stuff. There's a fighting game, there's a card game. And all I can say here is, like, wow, Valve, you could have this if you tried. And it would be better. Because Valve has a writing team that doesn't suck. Also, you know, workplace environments. Let's not necessarily dig too deep into the politics, you know, workplace politics with regard to Riot Games, but ooh boy! Murta plays Artifact. Why'd you have to bring that up? I literally just told you about that today. I'm upset now. You want to live in the world where TF2 got Overwatch? I'm with you. Fucking give me the TF2 animated series that we know could exist. Meanwhile, what did we get for like outside stuff for Valve is we got Dota Dragon's Blood, which is worse than the new hero trailers that they have for Dota. Every Source filmmaker Gmod. I mean, yes, but also those are fan projects. I am referring specifically to official things in this position.
What's wrong? Snake!
I miss the TF2 comics a lot. I'm surprised that Valve, as far as I know, never really went into, like, again, thinking of Weird League offshoots and how Valve could have that if they tried. They never went in any sort of, like, music, did they? They've never recorded character songs for anything. Or, like, on the other hand, I'm sort of like, do they even know that non-video game music exists? The only time I've ever seen anything that was Valve related that had non-video game music attached to it, which also is one of those things that's going to sort of like get in the way of what I just said, because it's Left 4 Dead 2 related. Oh yeah, the songs from Portal, right. I kind of have to remember on some level that that guy isn't just a video game musician, because that's literally all I know him for offhand. And in fact, I suspect that's what a lot of people literally only know him for. But what I was going to say is the only instance I've ever seen of anything Valve-related in any way that used non-original music or anything like that for it was a commercial for Left 4 Dead 2 that used a clip of Clutch's Electric Worry in it. And then, of course, there's also the Midnight Riders songs, which are, like, obviously in the style of an actual band, but not literally. So, yeah, there just has not been a whole lot of that outside of... God, am I really just, like, completely screwed at this point and might need to reset? Unless there's something under the bed. Is there... Can we crawl under... Okay, yes, we can actually pick up a ration. Okay. We're not completely boned. We're just going to have a really bad time anyway. Oh, turn those off, please. That's a little harsh. Run in, punch, drop a... That's a good point. I was worried that those would not... that those wouldn't pop by the time I was ready to go, so I didn't even think it through. But you've got a good point. Alright, so now we gotta switch over. I will, however, stun grenade anyway, even as we do this. Ouch! My eyes. Ah, we're okay. Okay, good. We're loaded. Thank goodness that ration was there, otherwise this would really have been impossible. But yes, thank you for that. I did not think that was a very plausible course of action there, and look at the guy who's... It just sort of looks like it's you know, questionable quality. Instead, he is getting censored over there. Also, wow, we ate through that pistol ammo so fast. Like, I was not expecting to just maul that shit so quickly. Whew. Are you sure we shot 22 shots there? It's like the fastest pistol I've ever used. Anyway, so... Yeah, as I have very, very little follow-up there. In general, take out our stun grenade and get in there and get punchy. Or fuck it up trying, I guess. Yeah, we screwed that up real bad. Yeah, we screwed that up real bad. I'm thinking almost just grenade first and then use that time to go get our bullets and prep. It does seem to at least reload automatically when we actually take the weapon out. Like I said, we'll get this eventually. We really did sort of back ourselves into a corner here pretty bad, but it's fixable, probably. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just eat this ration in the middle of the havoc here. Yeah, we did admittedly kind of eat those bullets pretty fast.
Talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Okay, yeah, duly noted. Again, it's been forever since I've played this, so... Alright. Throw out the stun grenade immediately, and... we didn't even need it this time. Well, that's fine. Another ration, and some more bullets. Hey, thank goodness they are dropping bullet whenever I off the entire group here, because I need it. Another ration. Oh. I mean, fair enough. I just didn't know I wasn't far enough away there, but that also makes sense because explosions, there we go. Say both words at the same time and you will sound very silly.
Wait! Who are you? You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Are you sure it's a good idea? Sure. Well,
Good girl. Just like that.
there he is, everybody's favorite. And you can tell that because he returns a couple of times throughout the series.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Well, I want to save real quick after that. After that mess.
What's up, Snake?
GS4. Oh boy, the last time I interacted with anything
The graveyards are full of
MGS4 related, which
You're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid
I
a fight whenever you
have
can.
never played MGS4.
Well,
I believe I have a copy of it, but I've never played it. Last time I
Parents are from Gong.
interacted with it, period, I was watching a stream from
Literature from both
an
sides.
old friend that I haven't talked to in over a decade,
Some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking
who,
forward to it.
gee, it must have been in the early 2010s.
I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think.
And I
about it.
saw at least part of the ending cutscene. I don't remember if I watched the whole thing. She did stream the whole game, or she was broadcasting through that whole cutscene. Is more the point that I'm trying to get to. Yeah, no, that's not a thing we can do yet. I just want to check around though and make sure I didn't miss any items. But yeah, no, I haven't talked to her in quite a while, and yeah, I did see that much of that cutscene, and enough to know, wow, that's long. Again, Kojima, primarily inspired by film, kind of aiming to be more of a filmmaker as far as any of this goes. Not that I'm ever trying to imply that what he makes aren't games. He's trying to make something a little bigger, basically. Anything in here? Oh, I definitely think that a lot of the various horribly messy games out there are very interesting. Oh, put that away. No, I said put that away. Can I drag this guy around? No, probably not. Besides, that guy gets a uniform back later, and so it would be a bit of a problem to drag him around, right? Not for plot reasons. Oh, jeez. That is rough. 72 minutes. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly how long. I was like an hour and a half was the place I was placing it at mentally, but that wasn't necessarily the most like perfectly accurate or anything. But yeah, no, Twitch being a bit of a stickler about some of this, I am not entirely surprised that that's how they handle some of this. I don't know if I can do anything down here. These... Oh, no, this one is unlockable. Anything in here? Ooh, yes, we get some C4. Excellent. I remember that there's a couple of parts where you have to, like, knock on the wall with... and set up the C4 to try to blow it open. Oh, well, good timing then. Again, I appreciate all of the filling in any gaps in my knowledge because, as we've already discussed, I am a bit of a fool, and even when I'm not, I'm very forgetful. It's not here. What am I... Unless it... Wall looks cracked, but... That ain't it. Used to RP Otacon. Excellent. I actually forgot that, but... Maybe it was before I knew you. That's also a possibility. I don't remember what linear time is. Oh god, yeah, that's right. You're here to flashbang everybody with your ridiculous knowledge of the fact that you were in a very shitposty game eons ago and you RP'd as a ration. Get a load of this clown here. You can sneak in here. Oh, we can also go in here the regular way. This guy's asleep. Alright. Let's crawl up on him and... See, that might be as close as we can get. Oh! Give him a bit of the old disabling to make sure that he can't hear us. Oh, we completely killed him. Incredible. And that got us a suppressor for our pistol. That's pretty handy. I mean, surely it's not going to be, like, completely silenced, obviously, because that's not how suppressors work. That's why it generally is avoided to call them silencers. Because they don't. There are also extremely few revolvers that can use a suppressor. I'm sure this is a thing that everybody knows, basically, but the Nagant M 1895, yes, the Nagant M 1895 can use one because it uses a very unusual gas seal mechanism. It also is a 7-shot revolver, but it's very, like, slow to load and unload because it has to be loaded basically just through tiny loading gates on the side of it. Because if it was using the standard mechanisms for swinging out a cylinder or whatever, it wouldn't make the proper gas seal there. Ooh, cardboard box. Excellent. Now we can be in a box. Another interesting fact, and this is why I learned about it in the first place, is that one of the unlockable weapons for the spy in TF2, holy cow, we really just keep coming around to the same few things, don't we? Was modeled after that. The French gun, the L'étranger. My French pronunciation has kind of gone down the shitter in the years since they tried to teach me French in grade school, and I learned some at the time, but I'm almost 36. Of course I don't remember any of that. Introduce me to Zach Hazard videos later. I'll probably forget to remind you, but I appreciate the recommendation. Anyway, I know a lot of weird stuff. It's the big takeaway that we should take from this stream. I may not know how to stealth around very well, but I do know a lot of strange things. Anyway, oh, whoops. I screwed that up. I genuinely was trying to go down the stairs. I aimed a little bit wrong. We learned from Metal Gear Rising. Fair enough. That also kind of makes sense on a certain level. Anyway, we gotta go pick up that cardboard box again. I am beyond confident that that is a necessary piece of equipment. Ah! Whoops. I hesitated a little bit. Oh, of course this guy can get in here. Well, spend a few of my valuable bullets. We'll find more later. What? Back to... Whoa, hey! Guys! How many of you are there? At least one more. Well, we ruined it. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I thought they would just not believe the box to be genuine right off the bat. Because I gotta take the box... Is this the thing that I'm thinking of where you have to get in the box so that way they will take you to a different location? That is a thing at some point. I just forget if that's right now. But I do want to go back and get that suppressor real quick. And by real quick, I mean it's going to take me a second to crawl up on this guy. No, it's not there. It's the next one over. No, it's not. Yeah, because that one has the camera in it. Am I thinking of something on the first floor? I'm thinking of something on the first floor, aren't I? Gotta get in the back of a truck. Okay. Later is a form of fast... Okay. Once again, my weird blendered memories here. Yeah, because this obviously is not the right place to go. I don't need to be in here right now, but... It does help us hide from this camera. Okay, yes, it is here. Oh. Well, he was looking right at us, but thankfully he couldn't see us because he doesn't have a very long vision range, I suppose. I was a little too nervous to, like, start running. Alright, he's knocked out. And unsurprisingly, he's on high alert now. But not high enough to notice us, so that's good. Alright, cardboard box. Yeah, this is the one that has 2 heliport written on it. So this is where I get to... This is where I become a complete idiot. And start forgetting where my next destination is. Right, yes, okay. So, I wasn't just imagining it. I got a little distracted by... Back in the armory. Got a bomb... Okay. See, I was thinking about that, but I was like, hold up. Is that this part yet? See, this looks quite cracked, but... Set this here. Alright, now get the heck away from there. Yeah, see, I guess we're kind of in the same boat then a little bit of... Yeah, because if it's the correct wall, it'll make a funny noise, right? And by funny, I mean... just different. So it's not the one that's visually very cracked looking over there. Yeah, so I'm just going to check everywhere just to be absolutely sure as I take the long route to the location, surely. But yeah, it takes me back to when I was younger, and because obviously I didn't play this game as a kid. No surprise to a lot of people, when I was 8, I didn't play Metal Gear Solid. But remembering the Fire Temple, also known as the worst part of OOT. I don't like that. Ooh. Hold up. Right here. Get against the wall, Snake. Yeah, that... You can hear that thonk there. That sounds like it's something of importance. Ooh, I forgot about the pits. Anyway, yeah, the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time sucks butts, but that was the location in the game where they had a similar mechanic of, like, smack walls until you find a place where you can bomb based on the, different sound. I'm just gonna call it different, because clearly the idea is supposed to be like, oh, it sounds hollow, at least in MGS, which that does kind of fit the bill, that sound that we just heard, when we were knocking on the wall, not when we blew it up. But for Oot, less so. And I think part of that is, I mean, other than the fantastical aesthetic of the game compared to what MGS goes for, is probably owing to, like, different sound hardware and just above almost anything else. Because, well, yeah, you definitely had some different sound hardware there. The 64 really, in terms of quality, is based very, unsurprisingly, extremely heavily on its game library. It didn't really have necessarily the best in terms of hardware to make it able to survive. Which, to be fair, I don't really think that there's a ton of PS1 games that I would necessarily say are just like, oh, yeah, that one is only remembered because it was this cool technological marvel or anything. Certainly not off the top of my head, anyway. But I think I overall have a certain affection for the arguably lower tech consoles of those of any generation. Mostly this is just a way for me to say I really like the Sega Genesis more than I like the SNES, I think. Although, to be fair, if you asked me to name Genesis games, I think I might come up a little bit more lacking than that might suggest. Maybe that's because I primarily play a lot of RPGs, and the Genesis had its fair share. It had the Phantasy Star games. It had Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu wasn't an RPG. Although, can you imagine? Actually, I'm pretty sure if it was, that would just be Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. Minus the save points. Does that mean I don't think it would have save points? Or am I referring to the infamous rants that are attached to the save points in Shut Up and Jam Gaiden? That's up to you to decide. Ooh. Oh, geez. Yeah, oh, that thing can aim almost straight down. Hell. That happens. But, yeah, I say all of that, and I'm saying this whole thing about RPGs, and it really is, like, wow. The N64 didn't really have very many RPGs, did it? Anyway. I am getting distracted, probably. Probably, air quotes. But, hey. I'm busy here. I'm busy here and I don't have any, rations. Will they continue to see me if I'm in a crate? Nope. I was gonna say, those guns think the moving cardboard box is normal. I guess the other one just stopped seeing me at that point. This isn't a nice place for us to be stuck in jamming state here. So you time it wrong and you basically get seen right out of the door. That way. Okay, good. There was a ration there. Was that there before? No, that's actually pretty. Yeah, this area has another. It might be hard to see, but it is a different color. So you could actually decode that by sight if you squinted a lot. But hey, we get some more C4s, and we got a ration out of the deal, so that seems pretty important because here it is.
Am I too late?
The fight against our favorite.
He's alive. You're the ArmsTech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Wow, I could really use some more of that, probably.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man.
Unfortunately, before he's able to loot it.
The boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Revolver Ocelot, parentheses, Revolver Ocelot.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Revolver what, though?
Draw!
You ever think about the fact that, like, everybody's face in this game is, like, less well-textured than Snake's butt?
Hiding won't help you. I understand.
Nope. Okay, I think I actually hit him. Careful, don't walk into that. I'm definitely making a bit of a wide turning angle. Whoops. You get it? It sounds like a penis joke. Anyway. He does not want us to keep an easy straight line on him. We gotta shoot through the middle, basically. Well, what do you mean he's not gonna last? Is it on a timer? I mean, I guess he probably... Hold on. Okay, so I can actually sort of nudge in there and grab the... Grab the bullets. Cordite, isn't that shit that you have to deal with the super missiles in Metroid? Oh. It's just very strange that it's the same name that's used in Metroid Prime for the material that must be broken by super missiles. It's always strange when it's like, okay, we're gonna come up with a name for something, and then they accidentally just use the name of a real thing. Oh, careful you don't accidentally hit him. I need a better angle here. Okay, good. I wasn't completely sure. But he's out here like, oh yeah, he doesn't have much longer. What, until he gets like horrible cramps from being tied up? I'm sure he's not having a great time as it is. Oh, okay, so we've got to go back and get the... If we want that ration, and we do, we got to go back and get it again. That's a little bit irritating, but okay. It is a bit of a shame that I can't just run up and fist him, but whatever. Don't word it like that. Too late. Oh, went through the hole. There we go. In that case, I'm going to press the wrong button there, but I'm going to call in a save.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of
just to be sure.
jamming coming from there.
The weekend is already passed. We're in the exact center of the week, so we're splitting the difference between the weekend isn't here yet and the weekend is already passed.
Be careful, Snake.
Fire Drake having to take a cold shower after I say something like that. Anyway. Whoa! Hey. I was waiting for the R2 button to catch up to me. Come on. I speak bullet. Alright. Alright, Mr. Ocelot. That's a very strange thing to say, but okay. Oh, we interrupted his like best speech. Oops.
Let's go.
Oh, hey. Uses my bullets in a horribly wasteful manner.
Don't you want to settle this?
Tav, is that because he's named after a cat? I mean... Alright, taking a bit of a risk here. Hey. I'm not even sure where I was turned to. Whoops. Careful about that.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Hey. I keep getting myself stuck in the walls and stuff like an idiot. You got any more bullets? Yeah, I knew there were some. Oh, I see him going past on the other side. Heck. Ocelot is Sean Connery. Yeah, a little bit. If only I could do the Sean Connery voice, then I'd just drop into that for some reason. Because abilities. That's right, he is John Zardoz. You're right. I'm so glad that we watched that movie, by the way, because of like every reason, but oh shit! Whoa! Oops. If I was able to actually modify... see, now that you mention it, I am having this moment of like, now hold up. Do people know where any of that information is stored in the files in MGS? Could I conceivably go and legally obtain my own backup copy of my discs and then open the files and... Okay, wait a second, actually. Maybe I have to intervene a little bit on the references to, oh yes, this is all above board, because due to Japanese law, and of course this is a Japanese game, so, you know, that's... Who would be dropping the hammer on me would be Konami and Sony, I guess. Basically, the point here is that I think that, like, tampering with the game's source code is considered to be illegal under Japanese law, that's basically, like, Japanese property. In any case, basically, I'm just sort of like, do people know where any of that shit is? Could I actually, you know, assuming that I theoretically had a model of Revolver Ocelot in the John Zardoz outfit, could I actually just do a quick swap like that? Again, this is all extremely theoretical, because I also have like no talent for 3D modeling, although I feel like I should learn how to do at least some of that. I have got access, for example, to a 3D printer, and because it's something that somebody posted on my timeline earlier, of basically a holder for like touch to pay credit cards. I thought of the idea of one of those, but it would shape like a tombstone. Probably Tombstone of Poetics, but you know, again, if I knew how to do any of that stuff.
That sulfury smell. But to you, it would be the smell of your own death.
Nope. I assume that this is really just a duel of the two idiot pistol people here, and that none of my other stuff is really going to help me out too much here, right? Yeah, so again, if I knew how to like make anything with any of those in any real way, if I had the artistic skill, I'd say I have the ambition. That part might be a little bit questionable, but in terms of I have ideas. Unfortunately, people with ideas are a dime a dozen these days. In fact, on a similar note, I just think about how truly incredible it is that we live in a society... No, there is more to the phrase than we live in a society. where people need to use AI in order to come up with ideas for things. Like, say whatever else about any of the use of AI, but it's like, gee, when you're out here asking an AI to brainstorm for you, because obviously I'm already not a proponent of AI. Like, I understand on some level the impetus to be like, hey, I don't have hand skills to do this, but I wish I could. But I say, just pick up a pencil. That really is the place where the just make it exist, you can make it good later sort of philosophy fits in. Also, I done fucked up real bad. As you can probably tell. Has the little gay humans in my... Exactly. You know, I have plenty of ideas. I wish I had artistic skill, and I have mental issues where it's like, okay, I'm my own worst critic, so I'd be really hard to impress. But what I don't do is I don't ask a machine to do it for me. Especially not stolen from other people's works and sort of hashed together into... Listen, the last time I roleplayed, I at least credited people for the art for the icons that they used. Sure, it was stolen, but at least I was trying to do something. You know, we've evolved past the point of just taking random pieces of artwork off of the internet and, you know, zero attribution. Do at least something. But, yeah, anyway, get past that part of things. What I want to put forward here is really just the part of, like, imagine that you need to ask the machine to give you ideas for things. At that point, it's like all you want is the glory and the, you know, I can't even say money because art doesn't really make that much money. Like, I'm sure that all the people who have Patreons for various AI-generated pornography are, you know, quite a few of them are probably making back enough to pay off their tokens, but, like, even then, I'm sure they're not making a true living off of any of that, which is good. By the way, I hope that AI artists aren't making a living off of it, you know. If we can't get regular artists to, you know, real artists to be able to frequently make careers out of creating art, then... Anyway. Point here is just that, like, yeah, if you need a machine to come up with ideas for you, you might be in this for the wrong reasons. Fire Drake, when I say tokens, I'm referring to, like, the currency that those machine websites use to allow you to tell the machine to paint you a picture that you could have just learned how to pick up a fucking pencil in that time. And it's, I was gonna say, and I would assume it's probably cheaper after a point, too. But I'm also the sort of person who can appreciate the rawness and the flaw of human artwork. Maybe because AI art's flaws tend to be more of like bonehead, don't know how many fingers a hand has because... Yeah, anywho. Shut it down, everybody. That's enough of the digging here. Because we get the bit. It is just like, wow, if you have to ask the machine to have the idea for you, just, man, maybe we are completely cooked. And again, maybe I'm also even more in that position of being like, gee, are we cooked as a species? Because I did also watch a video earlier today where somebody pointed out that a lot of fans of Dota, once again bringing it back to subjects that we had earlier for some reason, were upset about Valve ending the Battle Pass system. Which is just wild to me, that there are people who are like, gee, I wish that the corporates would bilk me more. What kind of a world are we living in, and what are we leaving to our, you know, to anyone who follows us? And the answer is, there ain't nobody gonna follow us in the first place, because, you know, it's too expensive to have a child. Oops, I didn't mean to pick that up so quickly. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to set up mostly for, like, safe shots here, and you can tell that that involves a lot of me chasing Mr. Ocelot around here. To try to not accidentally shoot Baker here. Unfortunately, I'm playing this run of things very badly. And the patterns I'm getting here are not super great either. Where's my bullets? There's my bullets. Okay, well, we did actually get him once there. That's good. I also keep getting, like, stuck on the pillars. I'm kind of goofing a lot of this motion a little bit, but... Oops. Anyway. I think he likes this. He probably doesn't like the explosives part, but, you know. Listen, I know that there are people who are into some bizarre shit. Some of which is quite dangerous. Oh, hey. Would you calm down over there? It's my fault for running in a little too fast, really, but... You'd think after a point I would at least get this part right. I do wish they would let you continue from, like, right before the fight without having to redo this part, but hey. Oh well. Oddly placed checkpoints, or at least slightly inconvenient, are honestly just sort of a thing in a lot of games in this era, and quite frankly, this game's been pretty good about placing checkpoints compared to a lot of other stuff I've played in the 90s, so... Oh, I done goofed. I was too far up for that. Go back to ignoring that I exist. There we go. Okay, well, we lived somehow. We just didn't come out of it necessarily looking too pretty, because we're not at max ration right now. Unless I can go back and find one somewhere else, in which case I will do that. But I don't know that there is one that we can get right now. Oh, no, he's over there. Yeah, he's keeping his nice wide distance from us now. Which is fair.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-placed chamber. All right, for the light. Let's go.
I would expect no less. Oh, we're getting a little close to those wires, but we've got to pick that up. Ocelot is pretty great. There's a very good reason why he came back in Snake Eater, and well, other games too. I was like, hold up a sec, but my brain did sort of switch off there because, yeah, he is in all of them, really, in at least a form. I just had a dumbass moment of like, wasn't it Liquid in 2? But no. I was actually just thinking about MGS2 earlier today. For a variety of reasons. And of course, as soon as we get anywhere near him, he starts running away like he's that ghost boss in in Sonic Adventure 2. Comes in here saying something mean about... Yes, let me compare any part of this to a Sonic game. I'm sure that'll make some people very unhappy. That's okay, I aim to please. And sometimes just to be a pain in the ass also, but... Don't know why I feel like I need to do that, but here we go. See, I feel a little unsafe at the moment, but we're okay. It's going that way. C4. So I'm almost certainly going to need that after the fight. Let's let it rotate the other way to be absolutely sure that we can get through here safely. Again, I'm curious. Can I go back somewhere and go find an... I've got to be able to go back somewhere and find another ration, right? Yeah, provided I don't play like shit, but that might be a bit of a stretch. Anything in here? Nope. Good of them to put that no smoking sign up there. If I take out the cigarettes, do you think the guards will show up and just start yelling at me? Oh. Yeah, I forgot about those for a second. Okay. So real quick, I am going to go back up to the first floor and see if I can't find myself a ration in a location where there was one earlier. They might not regenerate at all, but again, this is me being forgetful. Yeah, I mean, the SOCOM bullets came back. I think there was one here before, but it's not, if I was indeed correct about that. One here. This is where there were chaff grenades. Okay. It's like some of this stuff respawns after what appears to be time. So it feels like it's a diversion worth attempting. Oh, what am I doing? I'm overdoing it. It's just bullets there anyway. Yeah, that wasn't such a good use of my resources.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
This should set me back to here, and we have the one ration already. Try first basement instead. Okay, good. That one respawned. That is excellent. Makes my life a lot easier. So we should be able to go back to the C4 hole location, and it would be very weird if those walls respawned because we blew them up before we left. Where'd the elevator go in that time? That would be something that would worry me a little bit. Anyway. Let's go in the hole. Not the one that just opened in the floor. That would be a bad idea. Not that hole! Not my hole. Wait. That sounds even worse than I thought it possibly could. Anyway. Important part, we've got 2 rations. Honestly, I feel a little bit like maybe I should have quested for another one.
I love to reload.
Yes, sir, we understand. Then why are we even doing this fight? It seems like... the old bullet whisperer here. And actually, he seems to be shouting most of the time, so... or at least talking very loud. Oh. Help. Not firing as straight as I thought I would be. It's probably a case where it's like, hey, yeah, you should probably use the D-pad a little bit more for something like that, but... help. Bullets. Bullets. There we go, there's our bullets. I'm just waiting for the bullets to respawn, man. Come on. Do I have to get off screen or something? There we go. We finally were able to actually catch him in one of the corners like that. I have a feeling that if I try to use any of the like stun grenade or anything, well, first of all, it won't work. But second of all, it'll just explode Mr. Baker there. I mean, I guess we could always do a quick try and see what happens. Nope, didn't mean to pick those up so early.
I love to reload during a battle.
Oop, careful.
All right, I'm alive. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell of porter. You know, that sultry smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Oh, whoops. I shot him. It's alright. Apparently he can endure a couple of bullets. Ocelot, however, has invincibility frames, which is a thing that I've known, but I haven't really commented on yet. I don't know what else I can really say other than, wow, he's got eye. Damn, that was a hell of a ricochet there. Like, right in the back of my head. Ah, stop getting stuck in the thing. Oops, I killed Baker. Whoops.
You idiot!
Get made fun of by a different person this time. Well.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love to read. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
Alright, just.
Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long.
I am at least attempting to go for, like,
You want to settle this?
wait to shoot him until he's trying to reload. But I am having a lot of trouble telling where he is a lot of the time, other than, oh yeah, he's at the far end of the field. Yeah, okay, good. Good, a lot of help that does. Because,
You know, that sultry smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
ah,
Wait a minute.
so even though the strategy of just, like, doing what I'm trying to do is probably not good, it's because I don't really know how better to fight him. I'm Not great at this. And also, again, I am never aiming quite as straight as I think I am. Oh, hey. Oh, getting a little close there. Ocelot's not... Yeah. Probably don't need to empty a whole clip into him during that, but... Unfortunately, I don't think the bullets respawn at this point unless I'm out of shots, so... It is almost like, hey, yeah, this is almost ideal in a certain way. Yeah, see, now things are starting to line up a little better. Although, unfortunately, we are cutting it a little bit tight here. Fuck. And if I do stuff like that, that'll make it even worse. I should probably be R2 reloading here. And I screwed that up. Good job, me. Oh, hey. Since he's in the opposite corner there, really. Oh, fuck. I just heard him grunting with every bullet that he reloaded. Neat. Ah, fuck. Hey, come on. Stop that. Oh, I think I almost got him there. Well, unfortunately, almost is not really a very helpful thing to... Whoa! Fuck, I didn't see where he was. We were really close there. He was probably in the middle, more or less.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, equip our ration. Okay, no, that's not back yet. So never mind. I was gonna say, can we go for that and get our, like, one extra hit back or something?
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
I wasn't lined up properly there. That's better. Oh, hey. All I know is I saw motion. I was like, well, clearly that's where he's at, right?
Slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right. Alive. Let's go.
They didn't let me R2 reload during the conversation there, during the dialogue. They wouldn't let me interrupt for that, but if I interrupt it with bullet, that is okay.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this? I
He knew where I was. Dang.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Say, where's my bullets? I hear him grunting. Yeah, yeah. Got him. There we go. That took us a bit.
I'm disappointed. You're no match for the boss. Playtime's over, friend. You're not cut out for war. Don't worry. I'll kill you quickly.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm not very good at this game.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you?
Oh no, his hand.
I like you. I have no name.
He's slightly overdoing it.
That exoskeleton.
Oh no, he's suffering battery leakage or something. I don't know. He's out of here.
Who the hell?
Colonel, how does that even work?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
Did you see what happened to that dude's hand?
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not
It turns out it wasn't Psycho Mantis' Millennium Eye.
second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief...
I'm not just talking about how you look.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
He doesn't have a heart to have a heart attack with.
Now,
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree. But what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let
They're
you
just
make this our
jerks.
war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
The only woman who exists here,
She said
apparently.
she just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
You should have just
She stole it from the guard. If she
whispered
still
it more
has
quietly.
You should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
You forgot that fast?
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But
There it is.
if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
I can't believe we got to that so soon, especially with how I'm playing. Yeesh.
Find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up?
How am I gonna recognize him? Just smell for the smell of piss.
Where is this?
I said just listen for the smell of piss. I'm so...
Nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand.
I apologize.
Why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today.
Oh, got a little bit of a hiccup there.
Have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high.
Yes.
Because there's still no
Lovely video quality.
So they just close the lid, try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff.
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves
Snake, however, isn't very interested in muff. Wait, that's it.
market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers...
Yeah, jokes about Snake being gay. Listen, we all...
In other words,
None of us have straight ships for Snake, okay?
Scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
A very large gun.
You mean Metal Gear?
But we've decided to anthropomorphize it because we're very, very strange.
Cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black Project.
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
The vibration is... The rumble in the motor is pulsing a little bit, just slightly. Or the term that they would use nowadays, haptics, right?
What the hell?
Well, that's weird.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Well then. Hey, at least our health meter expands from that fight. I'm not sure how, but it does. Anyway. At least we managed to defeat Ocelot, but that was not really the finest showing anybody's ever had. I would apologize, but none of you are here for good gameplay, probably. Did that not let us out? Yeah, I think we just got to go through the hole in the wall. For some reason, I thought we were at the side where we entered from. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you might say, but I'm not here to say that my reasoning makes sense either, because quite honestly, I couldn't exactly tell you why I thought that. Oh well. Out we go. Let's go see if we can get some supplies here. Yeah, we gotta be careful. There is a dude hanging around here now. I see that they heard all the noise that we were making, and they heard, whoa, Jesus. Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
It looks like the place is protected by infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment,
oh, hey. As this guy starts unloading bullets into me while I'm having iframes. You fool. Do not know about those? Do not know that for some reason Solid Snake gets iframes? I mean, fair enough. The idea is pretty ridiculous, but... Thankfully he didn't hear that. Oh. Level 5. That is quite the step up. Can those guys fall in the pits? Probably not. But it would be very fun if they could. At least it would be for me. Ah, this isn't back. Darn. And there's nothing under here, but I wasn't sure about that, so... yeah, a couple of bullets in the turlet. You know, great place to have your bullets. Ooh, and when did we get this? We just got it at the end of that cutscene, right? The FAMAS assault rifle here, because I don't remember having that in our inventory before. Otherwise, I probably would have used it during the fight. Well, okay, maybe I would have just forgotten anyway, but hey. And yes, I know I got to do the call. I probably should do that right now. Scroll. Chat window, do you want to stop choking on the fucking scroll bar here so that way I can go and find... Oh my god, it's really not liking that. Okay. Classic anything to do with this website. Say the manual. This is a different... Oh. Spelled it wrong, sorry.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
And yeah, it's just printed in the manual because it's a different manual.
Exactly who are you?
I'm
And again,
the fool that your uncle sent all alone in the
no
middle of this whole mess.
screenshots on the back of the
Came by yourself?
box, so they should tell you
Some kind
somewhere.
of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle.
Hey, it wasn't my
I
idea.
don't know my uncle.
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You?
In the bedroom, maybe.
Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good
And she
guys.
takes her mask off to talk about that.
How?
But that's...
It's your eyes.
My eyes.
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake.
Snake, you're being weird.
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Long story.
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay.
No.
You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here
Cycling
to test
nuclear
logic
weapons
of
into
the
other
dummy
nuclear weapons,
warhead.
right?
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
She also
What?
took the stomach acid suppressants and swallowed the
Same as
key.
DARPA chief.
Wait.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
It's-
Sounds like it.
They're having
No
nanomachine
idea
problems
what.
too.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Women have to-
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is
Snake has
being
fought
held?
a Metal Gear hand to
There's a
hand at
cargo
least
door on
once
the first
before.
floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes,
Snake, you
are.
just can't tell that because these
Pause for just 1 second
visuals
for the
are
economy and it's all
this
over.
horrible green
Good luck
filter.
doesn't last forever.
It's not that
I
horrible.
don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake.
As they're
I'll
just
be
chuckling
ready.
over here.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Hey, where can I get some card keys? I could really use some of those. Second basement, right? I mean, we were there before, but... Any goodies in here? More grenades. Oh, right, because we can carry a bunch more now. For some reason, we just sort of, like, stole Ocelot's pouch or something after we beat him. His pouch that I'm sure he has. But we had to get that inventory size from somewhere, right? Like... Oh yeah, we got his hand, right? And that... So you can hold... Exactly! It makes total sense and isn't remotely silly. Oh yeah, the place I'm supposed to go is on the other side of the hole, isn't it? I said it's on the other side of the hole, isn't it? We can't use the door. Because the door is like a level 20 access code or something. We go into another jamming zone. Okay, well, it's not there because that's level 6. But here's the important part. Get ourselves a ration. It's rank 4. Some more C4. Whoa! Zoink, Scoob! So I think I was wrong. The important part here. Yeah, okay, it's level 4. Not whatever I said before, which was something silly. This and... You sure I was given the right directions, or did I misunderstand? Which is always a possibility. 6. Or am I not supposed to go there yet? Well, regardless, we're here. We can go and check under this bed again and see if the ration has somehow respawned by now. Not yet. Darn, after that one came back, I was really hopeful. Yeah, it's just a turlet. Here, there's nothing under this desk, right? Yeah, that's right. I was down here before. I just forgot because it's been a while. Been an amount of hours and other units of time. Do anything. Snake. There we go. Don't press so hard against the wall, you goofball. Continues to blame him for some reason. Just had to make sure that wasn't something useful.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks.
Okay, good.
Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry,
We can't see it in the... Oh, there we go.
For long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
All right, I'm in the elevator. Okay. So, this area. I do remember this. That the solution here is cigarettes. And, I mean, as soon as we come over here, we basically say that, right?
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Hmm. Alright, yeah, and you can see that using the cigarettes reduces your health meter. But it does let you see the beams. Oh, shit. Whoops. This might be something we can just walk through, actually, and not have to crawl through. I think for some reason it's because I was thinking of the other area with the infrareds. To which I will just say, oops. Alright, yeah, let's take out our smokes. Oh, shit. The other one threw me off because I think I didn't see it go up. As I say, can I skip through this sequence? But apparently not. Also, I think for some reason Snake has infinite cigarettes. Which, of course, makes a lot of sense, right? You might be saying that doesn't make a lot of sense. That's the bit. Alright, let's let this one rotate one more time. Keep our eye on the correct one here, and now that we've done that... Oh, we still have... Oh, right, because we got the one ration earlier. Right. Oh, no. This is a key card location. I thought this was a door that we operated with that thing, but I was wrong. Oh. I actually didn't really need to call you, but hey, if you have any information, that's helpful.
Go north from there. You'll eventually come to the warhead storage building. Dr. Emmerich should be in the laboratory area in the second floor basement.
Right, okay, I just remembered the phrase.
And wait for you there.
I just remembered second floor basement.
What?
For the
Are
wrong
you gonna
reasons.
tell me to stay back because I'm too green again?
Nope, it's your decision. I can't stop you from doing what you want, but
But
don't do anything stupid, okay?
stupid? Boy, thanks for the great show of confidence.
Meryl.
Anyway, I'll see you there.
Real nice of you, Snake. Hey. I was not intending to... Okay, right. It's press down in order to open the list of... I knew there was a way to do that, and I couldn't remember what it was. Anyway, I just wanted to save because, yeah. I don't need to have all of these save files here. Whoops. One mark easy at like 1, huh. I don't remember ever having made that save file. Anyway.
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If
Are you sure about that?
Think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Oh, that's nonsense. Every item is worth picking up. It's just not worth using any of them. I've played a video game before. I know how this works.